Welcome to the Future's All-American Selection Show, brought to you by Boomba. I'm Olivia Stacy alongside USA Elite Select VP and former MPF outfielder Jamie Loprice. And today we're going to announce our Northeast region rosters. And it's really exciting because after 20 tryouts throughout the country, 8 different rosters have been set for those regions that tryouts took place. And Jamie, can you just talk about the competition that you saw in the Northeast?
Yeah, overall we had great competition. We had a lot of athletes come out for these tryouts. They were all evaluated by professional players in the NPF. They went through a series of different drills and evaluations. From there, we selected the top 24 athletes per age group and then divided them into an American team and a national team.
A lot of talented players came out to those tryouts. Let's find out who made the cut. We kick it off with our 10U American team. Pitching, we have McKenna Ferguson, Alexis DeBauer, and Savannah Laird.
Alexis DeBauer is a right-handed pitcher who stood out. She's also a middle infielder with really good footwork.
In the outfield will be Tristan Abnett. Now let's take a look at the infield. We have Madison Krause, Taylor Polak, Madison Edwards, Karen Potts, Taylor Drago, and Mia Ryan.
Madison Edwards will be a fun player to watch. She's a middle infielder out of Baltimore, a very quick infielder.
And behind the plate will be Gigi DeMito and Andre Spivey.
Gigi DeMito out of Quakertown, Pennsylvania, a catcher with a quick release and a strong arm behind the plate.
Now let's take a look at our national team. Pitching will be Olivia Hillegas, Faith Piper, and Madison Yackey.
Olivia Hillegas, she's a right-handed pitcher out of Pittsburgh, really good velocity on the mound for a 10-year-old, also showed excellent bat speed and power at the plate.
In the outfield will be Devin McKelly. Taking a look at the infield, we have Alexandria Frank, Quinn Thompson, Caitlin Petties, Morgan Lester, Paige Thomas, and Grace Reed.
Caitlin Petty, she's another athlete out of Pittsburgh, a middle infielder with very good glove work, one of the top scorers in the infield, and a really good athlete.
And catching will be Kira Tolme and Cassie Sylvester.
Kira Tolme, she's a catcher who stood out with her accurate throws. She also had good range in the infield. She's going to be another one, a top hitter at the plate.
Now it's time to announce our 11U American team. Pitching will be Madison Knight, Genevieve Eba, and Helene Polinsky.
Madison Knight, a pitcher out of Baltimore who stood out, good leg drive off the mound and very quick to the ball in the infield.
In the outfield will be Paige Crucis and Kennedy Polvino. In the infield, you'll find Caitlin Thrush, Abby Quickel, Raiden Roldan, Ava Martin, and Case Sakala.
Abby Quickel, she's a middle infielder, outfielder out of Pittsburgh. She'll be a fun one to watch. She showed good footwork, also had scored high marks for accuracy and velocity of her throw.
And catching will be Laura Rose Morlock and Carissa Padiger.
Laura Rose Morlock, a catcher out of Quakertown. She stood out just the way she frames the ball, also had really good glove work, showed top marks in her agility, showing she's a really good athlete as well.
And for the national team, pitching will be Madison Seidel, Delaney Holler, and Amelia Kraft.
Madison Seidel out of Quakertown, she's that rare pitcher-catcher combo. She's a really good athlete. She'll do really well there in the All-American Games.
Taking a look at the outfield will be Shelby Harris, Madison McKenzie, and Marissa Whitney. And in the infields will be Samantha Derrickson, Abby Hornberger, and Lily St. Jean.
Samantha Derrickson out of Baltimore. She's a middle infielder who scored high marks in footwork and glove work, also had very good arm streak and could hit the ball well with a lot of power.
And at catcher, Olivia Packard, Ashley Tatara, and Britton Bashirs.
Olivia Packard, a catcher out of Pittsburgh, she showed that she really worked well with the pitchers, not even knowing them, so I expect really good things for her communicating with their pitchers there in the games.
Now let's take a look at our 12U American team. Pitching, we have Gianna Wameline, Sabrina Gates, Carrie Albertini, and Megan Bryant.
A pitcher to watch here is Gianna Wameling. She's a right-handed pitcher out of Pittsburgh, exhibited great fundamentals and composure on the mound.
In the outfield, you can look for Alyssa Sedler, Emma Chimigo, and Kenzie Bowers. In the infields will be Grace Nieto, Bailey Baker, and Kendall Stroll. And behind the plate will be Hallie Roach and Dylan Cardinale.
Hallie Roach, she'll be a fun catcher to watch, showed a lot of quickness back there, had a really strong arm, she'll be tough to steal on.
We move over to the national team. Pitching will be Dana Bell, Shannon Becker, and Emily Spencer.
Dana Bell, she's a right-handed pitcher out of Quakertown, had great mechanics, had a lot of tight spin and pitch movement, which is exactly what you want out of a pitcher.
In the outfield will be Olivia Ney, Olivia Ordonez, and Maria Jordan. And in the infields will be Alyssa Smith, Brianna Athey, Kirsten Roos, and Allison Lopes.
Alyssa Smith, she's a middle infielder out of Pittsburgh. What I really liked to hear was her comments about her being passionate, which just shows she's a player. She loves playing the game. She's a good athlete, one of those fun players to watch.
And at catcher, we have Sarah Harvat and Gretchen Wolpert.
Sarah Havett, she's a catcher out of Baltimore, displayed great throwing accuracy behind the plate, very vocal and also a good glove in the outfield.
Congratulations to all those athletes. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we'll announce the 13 and 14U rosters. And also, Jamie is going to explain how Easton is getting involved in this year's All-American Games.
Being selected in the NPF draft, you are immediately welcomed into an organization that demonstrates work ethic, dedication, and love for fast-pitch softball. As the official uniform provider for the NPF, we at Boomba recognize this. Our unparalleled craftsmanship shows in the way the products look and perform for these high-level athletes. Boomba's cutting-edge uniforms, products, and our commitment to the sport of fast pitch are why we are the official uniform provider for the NPF.
How did I get there? I played against the best. How did I get there? I challenged myself. How did I get there? I raised my level of competition.
USA Elite Select. Your legacy starts here.
And welcome back to the Future's All-American Selection Show, brought to you by Boomba. We have some exciting news. Jamie, Easton is partnering with the All-American Games. How are they going to impact these players?
Yeah, something really neat this year that Francesca Nea from Easton, who's actually a former USSSA Pride player, she had the idea of them getting a little bit more involved this year. So now all 13 and 14-year-olds, they're going to get a free Easton bat that they'll get to use and take home. And they're all going to get customized gear to their team colors. A really cool opportunity, and thank you to Easton for doing that for our athletes.
It's certainly going to be a great experience for all these athletes. And now let's get to it, our 13U team. We kick it off with our American team pitching. We have Emma Lemley, Chase Scott, and Shay Van Scotter.
Emma Lemley, she's a right-handed pitcher out of Pittsburgh, displayed great composure on the mound, which is exactly what you want out of your pitcher.
In the outfield, we have Riley Elliott, Mackenzie Baker, and Maya Wilkins. In the infield, we have Madison Mikulski, Olivia Evans, Natty Farber, and McKenna King.
Madison Mikulski, she's out of Battle Creek, Michigan, an infielder with great range, scored high marks in almost every category for the infield.
And behind the plate, Hannah Alexander and Shauna Stotler.
Hannah Alexander out of Quakertown had a really quick release. She'll be tough to steal on. She's also great at framing pitches.
Now it's time to announce our national team for 13U. Pitching, we have Tatum Cressley, Emily Thompson, and Samantha Ryan.
Tatum Cressley, she's a pitcher to watch. She's a righty out of Quakertown, good leg drive, also great footwork while slapping. So she's an athletic pitcher who's also a slapper.
And in the outfield will be Brandon Sursovic, Hannah Hennessy, and Kylie Holderide. Taking a look at the infield, we have Ellie Boyer, Julia Hoosie, Samantha Nonvealer.
Ellie Boiler, she's also out of Battle Creek, Michigan, an infielder with such a strong arm and footwork, scored very high in the infield.
And catching will be Maya Skakel, Madeline Olivas, and Ashley Damer.
Maya Skakel is a catcher to watch. She's out of Pittsburgh, set up really well behind the plate, blocked really well. She'll be a fun one for pitchers to throw to.
Pitching, we have Mackenzie Searsma, Emma Wolf, and Melanie Firestone. In the outfield, we have Lauren Dellett, Sarah Conklin, and Michaela Blair.
Lauren Dellett out of Pittsburgh showed a lot of range in the outfield, also displayed really good power at the plate.
In the infield, you'll find Nicolette Lucy Salerno, Mackenzie Dunn, Peyton Root, and Megan Herka.
Lucy Salerno out of Quakertown. She's a middle infielder, one of the most athletic players at this tryout. Smooth glove work, a lot of range there in the infield.
And at catcher, Alexis Gills and Taylor Klabaugh.
Taylor Klabaugh, she's out of Battle Creek, a catcher who sets up really well behind the plate, strong arm, good range in the infield.
Now for our 14U national team pitching, we have Haley Golembwiski, Grace Barnes, and Alexis Miller. In the outfield will be Abigail Neff, Jessica Rantanella, and Gabrielle Patron.
Abigail Neff, a very athletic outfielder, middle infielder, had a great eye at the plate, also scored very well defensively in both the infield and outfield.
In the infield, Logan Walls, Victoria Agnoli, Trinity Murphy, and Teresa Beck.
Logan Walls, another really athletic player, middle infielder, outfielder, very consistent at the plate, moves the ball very well.
And behind the plate, keep an eye out for Abigail Wilson and Alexis Johnson.
As you said, Wilson, she's a catcher, received the ball well, moved the ball, an athletic catcher, had a nice arm. She'll be a fun one to watch behind the plate.
Congratulations to all those athletes who will represent the Northeast region in this year's All-American Games. Certainly a great experience for them. Jamie, what can they expect?
Yeah, it really is going to be a great experience. The All-American Games are a fun time. We saw that last year. I'm really excited to see these girls come together, to get to play, meet their new teammates, and just really enjoy the experience and to get to represent their region, something bigger than themselves.
And I know we're certainly looking forward to it, so mark your calendars for August 1st through the 6th, and we'll see you in Orlando.
Being selected in the NPF draft, you are immediately welcomed into an organization that demonstrates work ethic, dedication, and love for fast-pitch softball. As the official uniform provider for the NPF, we at Boomba recognize this. Our unparalleled craftsmanship shows in the way the products look and perform for these high-level athletes. Boomba's cutting-edge uniforms, products, and our commitment to the sport of fast pitch are why we are the official uniform provider for the NPF.